How can we make psychology more mainstream in India? I had a discussion about this with counseling psychologist Anuja Sathe. Have a watch. The first question that I would ask you is psychology a viable profession in India?
Of course, it is. Like I've said, like last 50 years, this has been upcoming field, right? And in last 5 years, the number of students enrolling all over India has increased exponentially. So the profession is very much viable, very much important, and very much required in our country. But like some professions which have been already established, like MBA, engineering, or medical, there are a lot of improvements in the profession and in the coursework required in psychology. But I believe that as soon as people start enrolling in it, it becomes a bigger profession in our country, then there will be much more improvement. I will also suggest people who want to come into this profession to first follow a proper way of entering or proper way of getting your qualifications. I have seen many people who will take up just a 6 months course or a certificate course and then they call themselves psychologists and start counseling. I will advise people not to do that because it is harmful for your client when you only have half of the knowledge. Psychology is a study which takes up decades for you to become a good psychologist. I cannot even call myself after 5 years that I'm a good psychologist. No, I will need years and years of practice right now. So I cannot believe a person within 6 months of training or just learning theory can call themselves a psychologist. So do not do disservice to your clients. Go through a proper channel of qualifications, BA, MA, then PhD, MPhil, or other specialization, and do go in this course and do take up this profession. It is a like much needed thing in our country right now.
Okay, so let's talk about how you decided to get into this profession. So was this your first
Yeah.
preference? Like, did you always know that you want to be a psychologist, or did you just take it
Uh,
up because you were trying something else, but later thought that this might be a good option for you?
since I was young, I wanted to do a business. I wanted to go into hotel management or do some baking kind of a thing. I never wanted to be a psychologist, but when I came in class 11th, I did not like maths. So I took up psychology as my extra subject. And it was first only about marks, but as soon as I started studying it, I was so much, hypnotized by it that I was like, I really need to do this for the rest of my life. Even still, then I had not decided to become a psychologist. In class 12th, after my boards were over, I looked up and I spoke to a few people who were my seniors in psychology and in hotel management. And then I made up my mind to be a psychologist. After 5 years of having studying in the college, and I am here, and there is nothing else that I will want to do.
What if we could introduce some courses from lower classes, like class 6 or class 7th, where children can decide if they like the subject? Because till 10th class, we don't even know that there's a subject like this, there's a field like this. We are not even aware of these things. Most people in India.
Yeah. So, some of the educational psychologists do suggest that not only psychology, but even other specialized courses should be not introduced in 11th, 12th only, but like from 6th, where we started learning a different language. I assume it's 6th, right? So,
Yes.
they said that specialized courses or any kind of course should be introduced then only because at that stage a child starts making up his mind. In 11th, 12th, the pressure of getting marks is so much that you cannot enjoy the new course that you have gotten.
Yeah.
Another thing I believe psychology is required since like class 1, right? I won't say as a profession, but seriously, some of the concept and some of the teachings and learnings should be taught to a child since class 1, where their language is at a point that they can understand some simple terms. And from I guess 6th and 7th, where a child is in their puberty, it's a very helpful thing to learn
Yeah.
psychology.
So I'm not sure how you can teach a first one 6-year-old about psychology.
It's not just psychology. Psychology is a big term, right? We are not saying that we have to go and teach them Freud. That is not what we are saying. But we can start teaching them about themselves. We can start teaching them what the self is. What do you mean by myself? What do you mean by introspection? What do you mean by for friends? How do you need to stay in a good relationship? In your with your friends, it could be just about sharing a pencil. You have must have seen children that they cannot share a pencil or cannot share a lunch box. It is a trait for of that age, yeah. But a good teaching over here can also help them in future. Problems don't come in just one day, right? They are accumulated over time and then they come up. So once you give these young children a bit of screening or a bit of input from the beginning itself, they can start maturing like that way only. They can start having ideas related to psychology, related to mental health, related to their selves since young age, and that will help them accept some bigger concepts in the future.
Okay, so I think I've been having ideas about myself and about what life means since childhood. Like I'm just wired this way. I think maybe in class 2, 3 or 4, maybe class 4 or 5, I started thinking about these things, and by class ninth, I was an atheist. I didn't believe in God anymore. So, that was the level I was at. Like even in class ninth, I was thinking, why should there be any reason for God to exist? That was the level at which I was thinking. So before that, I had thought about life in general. Where did life originate from? Why do I think the way I think? Those are the things I was thinking. So I think there's some precedence to the fact that children actually do start thinking about these things from a young age.
They do, but there are a lot of misconceptions happening at that age also. Because at that point, we are not listening to ourselves, neither even our parents. We listen to our own friends who are going to the same struggle that we are. So they may be having some problems, some issues, right? And we might copy theirs, even though we don't have those issues. That happens a lot. It's called imitation or modeling. It happens in class fifth, sixth, and seventh way more than any other age, right? So to avoid that, a good what you call support or background in psychology or a little bit of concepts about how you should develop your own self would be good for these kids. Children are aging way faster in this generation. Like Gen X is like 5-year-olds act like 10-year-olds, and things are really changing. So people like us who are actually trying to provide support for them need to change at their space, because like what I was in class 5th, I will not accept my current client or even my own child to be at the same stage in class 5th. Evolution means that we
Yeah,
are doing things a little bit faster, and sometimes because of generation gap you can't even ask your parents for help, or teachers don't understand your problems. Even a psychologist may not understand your problems if they are not of your generation and are not keeping an open mind, yeah. So a little bit of push or a little bit of support in these important stages is like very good for your mental health.